Can you guys hear me again? Can you guys hear me? Okay, so audio is working. We've got that solved. That is a good thing for sure. Yeah, it's like it just doesn't seem to want to connect with the capture card. That's the only... You know what? God gave us the internet for a reason. Oh, nope, not that one. So you guys can hear the PS5 as well, correct? Because if that's working... Connect the HDMI cable from your console to the input on the Elgato, HDMI cable from the output to monitor or display, and then the USB-C cable. Console to HDMI. HDMI to TV. So that's correct. Software's downloaded. Launch OBS Studio. Okay, so you guys can at least hear that part, so that's also a good thing. Okay, so this says... Oh, okay, so that's a thing. I might have it. Might have gotten it. Yeah, it automatically went to my camera. Yes! Sorry for the loud noise. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Alright, I think it's actually working. Let's go. Let's go. I will edit settings and all that kind of good stuff later on after the stream. I knew this was gonna probably be how this one would go because this is not something I've ever really done before, but I think we got it. So now the only thing is, I can't hear my voice in this, but you guys can, so... So I think it's actually good to go. Let me know how the audio sounds, because I can make some adjustments to that, of course. If any of the game sound is too loud, or if the mic is a little bit too loud, I can make a couple changes to that quite simply. The storage? Oh yeah, the storage. The storage is not really the best right now. That's partially because I randomly had an itch to go and play Modern Warfare Remastered. I have no idea why, I just felt like downloading it and playing through it because I haven't played it in years. As well as Modern Warfare 2, because like I go back to these every now and then just to... I don't know, they're fun. Alright, but I think that... Burp. I think we've actually got it working. Now, the question will be, can I get it to do this again next time I stream? But it most likely will. I think the hardest parts are over. So, that is a good thing. Now the question is, what shall we play? Now that it's actually working, what shall we play? Don't think yours has ever been that full. Audio sounds good. 60 FPS update on Far Cry 4 that fixed the multiplayer. Okay, why would that be what fixes it? Why would that be what fixes it? That's so weird. That's so strange. Like, that's what was wrong with the multiplayer somehow? That's honestly, that's almost hilarious. I mean, that is hilarious. That's Ubisoft for you. I guess that's just Ubisoft for you, so I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. That's so stupid. That is legitimately so stupid. Maybe some Sly 3, we could do that. We got Lego Star Wars 2 up there. Hopefully OG Modern Warfare 3 Remastered comes to PS5. I would love to see that. Or, if you guys are down for it, I can play a little bit of Call of Duty 4 multiplayer. Get some throwback to the literal first project I did on this channel that wasn't tied to me and Lizard Guy working together on stuff. Tell you what, let's run a poll. Yeah, let's run a poll. Alright. I will let you guys run through that poll real quick, and I am going to go pee very quickly. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's see what the poll has decided on for tonight. Sly 3? Alright, guess we are starting with some Sly 3. Only the last 2 story achievements and skills in Far Cry 4, Doom Eternal 5 levels away. Nice, nice. Gonna play Oblivion Remastered? Heck yeah. I can't wait to play it. But obviously you can probably see that I don't really have the space for it right now. Haven't played South Park last night, went to bed early, but if everything goes right, should have it done by the end of the week. Solid, solid. Then you can do Stick of Truth with all of its trophy goodness. Have Far Cry 4 and Doom done in the next gotcha. Hey, sweet. I am doing well. I finally got my computer and it is working. It only took 45 minutes to get everything set up correctly, but that is A-okay. Because, quite frankly, I expected that. And that's why this is called a test stream, pretty much. I am A-okay with that, because we got it working. See the FedEx? Yeah, I think it was just their bot. I'm sure it was just their bot. Okay, I think we got Bentley missions coming up. Game's a bit loud. Okay, let me fix that real quick. Alright, how does that sound? Okay, how's that sound? Better? Perfect. Yeah, like I said, this is a little bit of trial and error today, so that's why I didn't want to stream something like college football getting the platinum trophy tonight. I want to get everything else worked out first. Am I gonna play it? Oh no, I like open world RPGs. Lots been happening lately. Can relate. Starting Oblivion has so many bugs. Yeah, I saw Illusion Platinum and it looks like it's got a lot of problems. Alright, if audio sound a little bit better now, please let me know. That's where the girl on Bumble started emasculating you out of nowhere like a dominatrix. Oh, that's random. At the bus as she goes to the same college as you. Oh, that could be slightly awkward. Alright, yeah, if audio sounds better now, I can head off to Fun Comment on Mission. What are the 3 girl games you platinum? Monster High. Monster High was one of them back in the old days, which that game wasn't the worst. Like, it wasn't a bad quality of game overall. I mean, it was a typical, you know, licensed media tie-in, so it wasn't gonna be good. But I didn't think it was, like, horrendous, and it's not quite shovelware level or anything. Then the other 2 were, Barbie. There was a Barbie game back in the day on the PS3. And then the last one was, Hannah Montana, back in the day. Yeah, the last one was Hannah Montana. Which that one me and Lizard Guy actually managed to have fun with.
We can't risk him taking down the Baron
messing around in it.
in the finals.
Not to mention he deserves a little payback for what he did to our aircraft hangar.
I just call that the classic trifecta of shame from the old days.
Been keeping an eye on him. We can't fight him out in the open for risk of getting disqualified. Thankfully, Inspector Fox is out in the field looking for us.
I hear ya. We'll set them against
Slightly
each
better
other.
news.
Mugshot
Not that
is an
bad. You've done
international
worse.
criminal after
Oh yeah,
all.
we've all done worse at this
Carmelita
point,
won't
most
be able to
likely.
resist.
Except maybe Drez.
My only concern is for
In your morphine
Inspector
class, he had a
Fox's
crush on,
safety.
approached her while you
Oh,
left,
don't
asked
worry
her when to
about
hang
her.
out.
She's more
Oh,
than a
nice.
match
That's
for a meathead
that's a
like
big
Mugshot.
first step
Okay,
then.
I'll pick a fight with
Because
Mugshot.
hardly
and
anyone
bait him
actually
into
goes up and
meeting in the
talks to
town
anyone like
square
that
for our
anymore. Ever
rumble.
since like the
You
last
do
4
that.
or 5
I'll get
years,
Carmelita's
obviously
attention
COVID
and lead
and
her
all,
back
but
here to the same place.
it's unfortunate.
Agreed.
I've got to hand it to you, Bentley. This is a really underhanded plan.
Why, thank you.
And now I have access to
good about it.
Steam, so that's a good thing. Yeah, Invisible, definitely send me that stuff on X. It seems that it's working now, which is good. So, definitely good progress right now. Just might take a little bit more time to get everything fully together. But I'm happy with how things are going so far. Finally got it working. Okay, yeah, definitely send any links. Just giving you approachable vibes. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Very good thing.
I'll beat it, twerp. The Black Baron's been giving me the grill since that event in your
Pretty
hand.
and
Perhaps
comforting,
you'd like to take
definitely
out some
solid.
frustration by engaging in a physical battle with me outside.
And now we
the
have a
town
great
square.
line.
No way! I'm
What a
being
way to
watched here.
start off the
That,
new
and it
computer
wouldn't feel
era.
right pounding a
But yeah, I have
four-legged
Steam
runt in a
now, so I can play
wheelchair.
Steam games, which is exciting. Though I probably will get a second monitor to be able to do stuff like that just a little bit more easily.
Do you even know what I'm
Yeah, hope it goes
saying
well for
to
you, man. We're
or
all
are
rooting
you
for ya.
too stupid to understand the words coming
I've
in
had a
through
few
your
matches
ear
recently
holes.
on, like, mostly on Hinge,
What's an
which,
ear
again,
hole?
to me is probably the
Talk
app
sense,
that's
why
worked the
don't you?
best for me. His record versus
I'm
the
sure
Cooper
you
Gang.
win in the fight anyway. You've got such a long, sad history of losing to the Cooper Gang.
I could whip your whole gang with one arm if you jerks would sit still. Look at these arms. I'm unstoppable.
His mother!
Your mother was a broken down tub of junk with more gentleman powers than the
I still can't
operator.
believe they
Nobody
put that in the
talks to me about my
game.
mother. Nobody.
Oh my god, I still
Okay,
can't believe they
you
put that in the
broken down
game.
runt. Looks like you're gonna
That's
get
actually
broken down even more.
hilarious.
Town Square.
That's
5 minutes.
actually hilarious.
Please
I cannot
don't
believe
be
they
late.
would put that in the game. You try putting that in the game in the modern day and see how well that ends. Well, there'll probably be way worse than that set in GTA 6, so I don't know if it really matters.
Mugshot is on his way outside. Go find Inspector Fox and lead her back to
Seems
the
like a
town
rare find. What
square.
GPU and CPU? I have an i9 processor, I believe it is. So yeah, i9, 4070. 64 gigabytes of RAM. Some kind of pretty good graphics card, I think. At least I assume it is. Alright, where is... Oh, Carmelita, where are ya? Hello, Carmelita.
Hey, Inspector Fox. Still looking for a date to the prom?
Yeah, definitely one of the best lines in this entire franchise. Maybe the best. And then, now that I have all this set up, I should be able to start looking at, retro achievements. Get an emulator downloaded, start getting some retro achievements. That'll be a really fun time. Definitely excited for that. Intel, it's an Intel Core i9, yep. Can't believe they got away with that line. Oh, yeah. Start wearing earrings and it boosts your confidence. Solid, solid. Becoming more confident, definitely good.
Blast it, Sly! Why run? Why not face me like a real man?
And honestly, the computer wasn't
Mess with me,
insanely
that little
expensive
punk is gonna eat dirt.
like they used to would have been.
Hey!
Like this thing, it costs me a little bit more than my original MacBook did 7.5 years ago,
alias
which is to be
Two-Gun
expected
Tony,
because this
also
is
known as Meathead
actually
Mugshot.
works for a lot of other
7
stuff, and
foot
Mac
3
stuff is
inches,
overpriced as all hell.
324 pounds, wanted in 7 countries with 13 outstanding
All right, I
warrants
know that
for
there's
your
a trophy
arrest.
for this that I gotta
And
focus
yes,
on here for a
I'm
second.
that cob hag that put you away
You gotta be
back
careful
in
here.
this-
Gotta focus on this.
Well, wise guy, lady, feel like
Didn't ask if
going
she has
for
a
another
boyfriend,
shot
so
at the title?
Well,
It's my
if she's
duty
down
to
to
put
hang
people
out,
behind
that's
bars.
definitely
That, and I enjoy making
least
tough guys
a
cry
hint that
like
maybe
the
she
stupid
doesn't.
babies they really are.
I ain't no stupid baby.
Okay, so this is gonna take a little while to figure out again. We have to do this without taking any damage. This is not gonna be the easiest. Ah, come on now. We were doing good there. We had a good streak. Oh. Okay, right. It's, reverse controls. Controls are reversed. Oh, I don't like that in the slightest. That is not fun. Okay, this is not going to be easy. And 0 damage is pretty rude, honestly. That is a rather difficult thing to do. Saying, Mommy, what's a gentleman caller? Oh, God, yes, that'd be hilarious, though. As soon as she doesn't, because of the Insta, yeah. Just question out of curiosity, her outfit, does it have a specific name? I have no idea. I think it's just some kind of police outfit. Probably single, yeah, hopefully. Protect yourself from damage, use the buildings. Okay, I'll probably do that. Probably happen once your semester ends, which is on Monday. Well, hopefully it works out. Oh, that's not good. Okay, yep, that's definitely what we're gonna have to do. Grenade! Okay, yep, that's definitely what we're gonna want to do. If I can avoid getting hit by that. I think it's just gonna be more of a slog than anything else. Ah, I walked right into that. Oh, I walked right into that. Oh, I walked right into that. This is just gonna take a while. Alright, that was good, that's good. We're doing some damage this time. I like it. Oh, crap. Run away. I wonder if you could pick up a healing item and it not... It probably counts against you. This game's gonna be that nice. And guys, once I get retro achievements up and running, we could do all the Sly games again. If we really wanted to. We could do them for yet another time. Because there are lists on there that are a hell of a lot harder than what we got on PSN. Well, Sly 3's list actually really isn't any worse, because it's basically Master Thief challenges. And Sly 1, the only really bad thing about it is you have to do all of the Master Thief sprints instead of just the 10 we had to do. Sly 2's list, though, is a lot more to handle on RA. As far as I can tell, though, the easiest list on there probably is going to end up being Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. Because it's literally just beat the game on Veteran, or Hard in that game is the hardest difficulty, and you'll get every achievement along the way with that. Nothing miscellaneous. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all.
I'm sorry. I didn't know they was yours.
Ugh, looking this idiot'll take
Mastermind is kind of annoying, hated dealing with the ninjas.
Puncture Cooper won't make his move anytime
On,
soon.
which thing? To keep options open in case she doesn't want to have a relationship. True. Is that for, Hot Wheels, Cassie? Yeah, buildings definitely work. That made that a lot easier than it would have been. Okay, so what do we got going on over here? We got the dire wolves. Or giant wolves. Yeah, didn't science decide it was a good idea randomly to bring back dire wolves? Like, what the hell are we doing with, like, science-y stuff with that? Instead of doing something actually useful, we clone and bring back dire wolves. Because that's a great thing to spend our tax dollars on. And you couldn't have brought back something cool like a woolly mammoth
A perfect
that people
feral
actually might want to
specimen
see,
of
or a
Lupus
dinosaur.
gigantornis.
There's some Jurassic Park on
let
this.
me get this straight again. You plan on stalking that thing, drugging it, putting the guru on board, and
Just
setting
sends
the
electric
two
shots.
free to
Yeah, we
smash
got
up
it.
the guards?
Oh, South Park.
An
Right,
airtight
right.
plan, I
Yep.
agree. It's simplicity
3 or 4 tries
itself.
to beat him. Yeah, a
By
few of those
channeling
fights are
the
definitely
wild
annoying.
destruction housed in that
Wait,
bloodthirsty
drop to 217.
creature,
Nice,
we
nice.
should be able to thin out the Black Baron's ranks. Which, of course, means fewer enemy
I haven't been
pilots
trying on
flying
it
against
too hard
you
in this
the
last week or
finals.
so, or these
I'm
last
all
few
for keeping
days.
the odds in our favor, but come
Gotten
on.
good lunches
this
at
plan
work the
seems
last
a
few
little
days. Like we got
risky.
Not at all. I've
we got a
modified
local
my
place
sleep darts with
on
heavy
Tuesday
doses
that
of
was pretty
skunk ball.
good. Not
It should
unhealthy
be enough
necessarily
to
either.
pacify the beast, provided
It was
he
like grilled
doesn't catch
chicken
wind
and
of me
rice and
first.
vegetables.
All right,
So
that sounds okay.
not unhealthy.
You can hang back and shoot him at a distance.
And then the one
Well,
from today,
given the
though,
weight
was
of
a
the
little
darts,
more
I
unhealthy.
need
It
to
was
sneak
Outback
up
Catering.
behind him and take a shot within a few
And
meters.
it was really good.
Meters?
It was
Trying
so
to freak
good.
me out and put the guru on the Monocucom.
Because it was like a couple
After I
trays of
put the wolf
burgers,
to
a couple
sleep,
trays of
it'll
chicken
be up to you.
patties.
Thanks, Guru.
Their
You
Outback
always
mac
know
and
just what to
cheese,
say.
green beans, lots of bread rolls, some desserts. Okay, so what do we have to do for this? Oh, that's not it. Oh crap, that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to do that. Or, no, that's not what we're supposed to do either. We currently have the wolf pheromones. We have to get close to it. Calorie deficit. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that in the future.
Too far away. You'll need to get close to make the shot count.
I don't really see how that was too far away.
You were too far away to make the shot. You'll have to get closer for a good shot.
Like, that seemed
far
like
away
it was
to make the
close
shot.
enough.
You'll have to get closer for a...
That time it just sort of looked like it bounced off his side. They're spending it on finding a study to prove that sleeping in the airport is annoying and bad because of the sound from the airplane.
You need to get close to make the
That
shot
that
count.
wouldn't surprise me if that's a thing that we funded.
You were too
I
far
wouldn't be
away to make
surprised
the
at all if
shot.
that was a thing
You'll
we
have to
funded.
get closer for a good shot.
And this wolf
the
is
shot.
not being very friendly today. Come on, Mr. Direwolf. You don't need to be that unfriendly. That was a terrible shot.
You'll have to get closer for a good shot.
How is that not close
No
enough?
impact. Get within a few meters.
Man, this thing is being a little finicky today. Had some Chick-fil-A for lunch earlier today. Spicy chicken sandwiches. Oh, those are good. Unit Cousin Kyle. That fight just takes forever, if I remember correctly, because I think he cheats like he does in the original fight earlier in the game, if I remember correctly.
Bullseye.
Yeah, but then he just hits you right there, so... Gotta be a little more careful next time. I'll give you all the trophy for the time farts. Yeah, I don't remember when you get that. I almost feel like you don't get one until, like, the very, very end. I don't think Mutant Cousin Kyle's the final battle in the game, is he? Oh, it was someone else's the final battle. Alright, so that wolf should be done for the moment. Or do we just stun the same one again? We stun the same one again, let him walk on by.
Nice. That hit home.
God, that is not forgiving.
Nice. That hit home.
Man, he's just like locked right onto me.
Nice. That hit home.
Oh, come on. That's the strategy. That's the strategy. That's what we need to do.
Nice. That hit home.
Man!
Nice. That hit home.
Nope, nope, nope. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was real close. Alright, we're good now. I think we're good now. Alright, we're good now. That was annoying. So does Cartman. That was annoying. For some reason, I thought that he was like the final battle. Get a PS5 version of South Park games. Oh, I'd love to see that happen. I love the original. And the second one's still pretty good, too. Third one, we could do without.
Got it.
I have no idea if that's actually what you're supposed to do, but it worked, so I'm not going to complain. And also in the future, I may end up buying a different capture card, like an improved one. Because I know that there's, like, higher quality ones now than the one that I have. Because the one I have is fairly old. Had this one since about, like, 2019, maybe. So I could end up getting a better capture card as well, because I know I could capture in higher quality at this point. Be on for too long. Gotta be up at 6 for graduation tomorrow. Oh, congratulations! Big ups. Big congrats. Yeah, I still remember my, the day before graduation for me. It was funny because it was like...
Nice work, big game hunter. The skunk
I ended
bomb
up
is
just,
kicking
like,
in.
staying
He's
up
almost
really
asleep.
late that night playing through Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Guru, you're up. You should be able to possess the giant wolf
It was a
now
good
that he's
time.
out.
It was a good night. Ended up dying at a point where the giant robot thing stepped on me because my controller died.
Mow down these
Which was a
thugs.
bit unfortunate, but things happen. Good old classic game. Alright, now we need to eat people. Or, I guess these are other animals, but they're also basically people. Maybe I have to get 15? It's quite a few. A few more than a little light to deal with. That's okay, we'll deal with it. Alright. Hear about Take-Two changes in terms of service? I haven't heard anything about that. Finished Last of Us Part 1 last week. Fantastic game, absolutely. Stay in the extra year for your masters. Oh, gotcha. Did Stick of Truth on an alt. Yep. Maybe do the other one on an alt. Maybe I would consider doing it, but I think other people from that point or since then have done the other one as well. So maybe if we have some spare time at some point. So with the new computer, this opens up a lot more possibilities with other content I can do. Longer videos with more like in-depth stuff to them or more editing to them that the computer can actually handle it now. So stuff like that. Obviously, emulators, retro achievements, stuff like that. PC games, Steam games. The original Fallout games are on there, and I've never played them. So that would be fun to do, because, I mean, all-time favorite game franchise. Never played them. I'm getting Gears of War on the PlayStation. We're getting that in another couple of months. That's exciting. Oh, I think Gears 1 is also the one that was thankfully easier with its trophies, and the fact that it's like only 10,000 kills, I think, is the hardest trophy in the multiplayer.
That's 10
achievement in the
fewer
original
pilots in
version.
the finals tomorrow.
Whereas later on, they would add in way worse versions of the achievements. 10,000 online probably won't be anything in the early days of the game, just a grind, obviously. Hell, there might even be like a PvE mode to it.
Just 3 more to go.
About midway through The Last of Us Part 2, been good so far. Nice, nice. Spending $28 million on National Army uniforms with a bright color would stand out. Oh, I'm not surprised. How's the computer going? Yeah, thankfully FedEx didn't actually break it, because I still can't believe how difficult it was for them to get it here. I remember lurking the streams during that playthrough. Gotcha. Siphon filter, I have no idea when. Imprinted beer koozies. Oh, I'm not surprised. I mean, I've seen all the reports and stuff. We waste money on a lot of idiotic stuff.
2 more and we're set.
I don't know if we're the only country that wastes money like that, but worse for it. Ooh, Wolfie bumped his head. Now he's sad. It hurt.
1 more pilot,
Ooh,
and
that
it's
was
a
close to being
done
bad.
deal.
And also, these are not pilots, Sly. These are just random guards that I come across. Alright, got through it.
Excellent. That should
A
even the
flower
odds
of
tomorrow
its
in the
intimacy.
finals.
I don't think it's going to be horrendously difficult, honestly, compared to some games. It's not going to be easy, obviously, but in all honesty, I don't think it's going to be like the hardest game out there, because the original Gears, the achievement list, is like the easiest in that franchise. Because I think really it's just a massive grind more than anything else. Yeah, the Division 2's getting a new DLC, or got new DLC. I haven't seen any new trophies pop up for it, which is very good. Because that is... I liked the game, don't get me wrong, but I don't really want to go back and download it again. Even if it's a good DLC that strikes me as being similar to Warlords of New York, which was a pretty solid DLC.
How do you plan to hack into the aircraft control tower?
Train hamsters to
Simple,
fight? That's
the whole
actually kind of
system
funny.
is linked through computer nodes,
A
which
lot of game
monitor the
announcements
power
recently.
generated by
New
the
GTA
nearby
trailer. It looks
windmills.
great. Like,
Seriously?
the visuals look
All the
amazing.
power around here comes
That's
from
gonna
the
be a
local
day one for
windmills?
me.
I thought they were just for
That's
looks.
gonna be a take a day
My
off of
control
work,
nodes tell
stream
a
on day
different
one
story.
type of thing
How
for
do you plan to
me.
get up there? It's pretty high.
My turbo chair has been outfitted with an extra afterburner. Heights such as that are nothing to me.
Speaking of South Park, yeah, Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita, food and fun and fitness atmosphere. I can't speak quickly. Food and fun and festive atmosphere, Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita, da 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 da. Yeah, it's a real place. Originally it was a
Prepare
chain.
yourself,
There were several of
computer.
them.
I will show no
And
mercy.
that's how it was originally. There were several of them. And it went bankrupt at some
Good
point.
thing I've got hacker
But
code
then
linked
Matt
to the
and
right
Trey
analog
from
stick.
South
This
Park,
data stream looks
bought it.
protected.
And
Looks
I
like
guess they bought the
might
rights and
need to
everything to it,
transport
and
the
now it's a
circular
thing again.
lockdown Code.
Remember in Colorado, that's 100%
Finally,
the place I would go
some
to.
challenge.
Gotta go to it. See if it's actually anything like it is in the TV show. I think we're finally getting new South Park episodes again as well, sometime in the near future. We haven't had new episodes in a couple
Another
of years.
falls before my digital kung fu. Hi, yeah, yeah, yeah.
0.7 for empty buildings. Didn't even know we got a DLC 2 solved video on it. I wouldn't have known. There's not even any comments on like PSN profiles about it, so I'm assuming it's not going to get into any like DLC trophies, but at least I hope not. Because again, like I like the game, but I'd rather not have to re-download it and do all that stuff again. And if it's anything grindy the way that some of the stuff in Division 2 was at times, kind of rather not deal with it. So Warlords of New York, there was a bunch of like weekly stuff you had to do for an entire
Come,
season of the
grasshopper.
game.
Kneel before
Not really
the feet of the
difficult,
master.
but just took time.
Looks like they're
And it
going
actually
to put
wasn't
up a
easy
little
either.
fight
Like,
this time.
it was a lot easier if you had multiple people playing. Oh, I can't remember if I mentioned this previously, but I saw the Until Dawn movie. It was a movie. It was a movie. It's not really based on the game. It's got some Easter eggs to the game, and the guy that plays the doctor in the game, the psychiatrist, is in the movie as a major
digital
character,
black
which is
hole.
pretty cool.
Gonna have to hack around it.
But it was a movie. It exists. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's also... It's either very good satire, the way that the game was supposed to be, with just making fun of stupid horror cliches, or it was just an outright bad movie, one or the other. But I think next up for me is probably going to be Final Destination.
Another terminal terminated.
Well, Warehouse Phase, yes, Shane the South Park DLC doesn't have trophies. I'm glad it doesn't, because Fractured Butthole, like, I wouldn't have minded the 2 story DLCs, the Casa Bonita one and the other one, to have had trophies. But I am very glad that the Danger Deck did not get trophies, because that's what added in Mastermind, for one. And it added in that arena mode that's
Don't worry,
really,
Mike.
really hard
I'll
to
make
beat.
this quick and painless.
At least I think it was. Like, it's called Danger Deck or something. It was really bad, or, I mean, really difficult right when it came out. I don't know if it still is. People probably have, like, good strategies and stuff for it now. But I do remember that being a thing. Alright, sent the full link on X, solid. Bought Snow Day, haven't gotten the platinum yet due to being bored with the game. Oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible game. Watch Until Dawn soon, want to see how bad the Borderlands movie is. It's better than the Borderlands movie, I'm willing to bet. I can't imagine it'll be worse than that. And it's definitely going to... Well, I assume it's going to be better than the Minecraft movie. But it's also less memeable, so do keep that in mind. Because that's part of the reason people wanted to see the Minecraft movie was for the memes. Chicken Jockey, destroying the theater meme. Why I have no desire to go see it in theaters when I can just wait and see it at home at some point. Probably pretty soon.
Excellent. Now for the aircraft control tower. Once it's hacked,
Last of
the
Us,
system will be
we'll
mine.
watch the show. I actually have not watched the show yet. I've been very lazy. Well, I don't have the subscription for it because it's like HBO Max or something. I don't have HBO Max. But the first season is supposedly amazing, and I think my dad at least watched it. He's never played the game or anything, but first season is supposedly amazing because the first game is like one of the best games of all time. I think the second season's getting a little bit hated on right now, from what I've heard. Which again, I haven't played The Last of Us 2, and I don't particularly care
auxiliary
to.
afterburner to get over to
Not
that
just
computer.
because the trophies
Jump as far
are
as
kind of
you can
annoying with
towards
the
it.
DLC, like the base game's
Aha,
easy, but the
my
DLC
final
is not
opponent.
fun.
Looks like they saved the big code
Big
for last.
Rigs
How
Racing
about
was
me?
released on Steam. Oh my god, I forgot that was a thing. Yeah, I remember seeing that a couple weeks, like a week or two ago or something. Oh god, okay. He just nuked me.
Looks like they saved the big code for last. How about me?
He just absolutely nuked me. That was quite rude, sir. Yeah, Big Rigs over the road racing with its whole, you is win. Drive backwards to go 100,000 miles an hour. All that kind of good old memes. That's an old school one, though. That's an old school meme type of game. I don't know if it was intended to be a meme from the beginning, or if they were just genuinely terrible game developers and released it that way. It could be either. Honestly, it could really be either. Alright, that mission's done.
Success! I've got total access. Wait,
Don't play any
but the code's
Borderlands DLC.
unstable.
If you accept the new
Everything's
terms of
speeding up.
service, they'll spy on you. I mean... everything spies on you. So, I don't really know if it... Honestly, I'm not sure it really even matters anymore. How early the second game they killed that character. Oh, yeah. That... I've known about that ever since it came out, pretty much.
Windmill throwing stars, eh? This
Nah, you don't need to share
it
anymore, Invisible. I've seen a bunch of that stuff posted. Just all the insane stuff that we waste money on. It's insane. Now, I don't know if every theater had that problem, Aiden. I think one of the ones around here it happened. But maybe only a couple of times? Because my manager, not Adam 2.0, my actual manager, she has 5 kids, so I think they were going to kind of wanted to see it at times, but I also don't know if they're interested once I told them about everything that was happening in the theaters, so it's like maybe just wait on it. You are winner, your winner. Okay, gotcha. They misspelled it. Developers came from another country. Oh, okay, so it was just a mistranslation. Now, there's obviously other things that are very wrong with the game beyond that. But honestly, trophies being misnamed happens pretty often with, like, shovelware games.
In the end, though, it'll be up to Sly. This is a sudden death competition. The first team to take out last year's champ wins. That's if the Black Baron doesn't take out all the
Cell phones have microphones that can pick up on what you say. Pretty much. Google's listening as well. Talk about a random product next time you open it. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. More dignifying to keep your money in your wallet, definitely. Decide not to platinum Borderlands 2 on PS3 because of the terms of service. That's really, like, dumb that they would randomly change it out of nowhere like that. But again, it's like, at the same time, they listen in on like, everything at this point. So I'm not sure how much of a difference it really makes. I guess it's just you're giving him consent to do it so you can't sue him sometime down the road if you got mad about it. I assume that's sort of why they did it, I don't know. And that wolf probably just saw me, but I guess he doesn't care. Oh, yep, he did. Alright, off to the top of the castle. Wait, do I have to climb up the whole thing again, or did we, like, make a platform somewhere? Yeah, we did. We had a catapult. I was about to say, I didn't think we had to climb up the whole thing again. And we're up. Got the PS3 version done last year. Oh, nice. Applies on all Borderlands on 3, Vita, and 360. Well, at least I've got all those done that can be done. So obviously can't do Japanese versions of the first game for obvious reasons.
Excellent! The B-Champ's dogfight is beginning! With these guys going at it, no one will notice as you slip onto the gunships and plant a tracking device.
Sounds straightforward enough. Where'd you get these trackers? They look kind of funny.
Best I could do on short notice. They're sensitive to extreme changes in altitude. You'll have to pull this job off at high elevation or it's a bust.
Shouldn't be a problem.
That's a very weird reason, but okay. Alright, that's our first one. We're good. First one in.
Excellent.
Platinum Borderlands PS3 last year.
If I'm not mistaken,
yeah, but it sucks though if it's doing it for the DLC as well.
Near the front of the aircraft. It might be just the thing to give you a lift.
But yeah, so I mean, in terms of like movies, like we were sort of mentioning earlier, I also want to see that new war movie. It's called like War Fighters or something. It's a fairly generic name, but apparently it's like one of the best war movies ever made. Kind of want to see that. And then Final Destination 6 when it comes out. It's my crush on Brett Bassinger, and the fact that the movie actually looks like it could be pretty decent this time around.
Great. Just one more tracker,
Sort of like how
and
Saw
we're
10
in
was.
business.
And I know that there's others as well. I don't remember what the others are, but I know that there are others coming out over like the summer and everything that I definitely want to see. And jump one more time. And we're in.
Nice work, Flyboy.
Nice platinum on PS4 because they changed the
GPS
online so I could
data
get it
is
offline.
flowing
That's
in.
good
Head
then.
back to the hangar
See,
and
Angry
suit
Joe
up.
got a copyright strike on his GTA video. I didn't know he did a GTA video. I'm not
All right,
subscribed to
Bert,
him.
The Black Baron's communication antenna
Plan on making
is held
100
up
Let's
by
Play
3
projects for
support
the other
beams.
site.
Pull them out
Ooh,
of
nice.
place, and the whole array
And then
will
just
fall apart.
Don't
that and
worry.
start
if
job
there's one
hunting.
thing I'm good at, it's
Oh, that
running
part of it
and
sucks. So
breaking stuff.
you input a cheat code while on a plane with Sly, you can get a plane based on Toonami? Oh, okay, I've never heard of that. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Row Murray.
Keep it up. The falling planes are dangerous.
Alright, that's
but they're
one.
Perfect cover for this
Yeah, I've never heard of
operation.
that. That's cool though. It's nice when games put in cool little Easter eggs like that. Oh, row, Murray, row. How did I not get hit in that? Actually, hold on a second. I just forgot about this. Let me make sure there's not another miscellaneous trophy in this chapter before I go any further. Yeah, let me check that real quick. Nope, we're good. Okay, we're good on this chapter. So we're good. Yeah, we're good. Don't have to beat the boss without taking damage or anything like that. And we are probably gonna have to fight him as part of one of the Master Beat challenges. Which this episode isn't one of the
Murray
worst
has
ones for
broken
that
me.
stuff.
Let that be a lesson
1
to
second
all.
of trailer and the
I will
song
not be trifled with.
for the song in it. Oh, okay. That's so dumb, because that's like, I'm pretty sure that that's pretty obvious fair use. And again, it's not like these companies probably care about fair use or any of that stuff. Doing any Borderlands or Take-Two or any of that stuff after the latest update.
Well, this is it.
Sounds like it's
I
probably
am the
better that we
tiger,
don't.
pal. Look for the
What about it from a
Black
person doing a
Baron.
deep dive on the
Take
Sly
him
games?
out, and
Oh,
this
okay, so like
competition is
finding out all
over.
those little
And
tiny
go
little bits of
easy on
information
the
that you wouldn't
throttle.
expect.
It's been sticking lately.
Quit worrying. I'll see you in the
But no, you
winner's
can get it for
circle.
just like 1 or 2 seconds. I had that happen almost with, I don't have 3D glasses. I had that happen with the LEGO Star Wars 2 trophy video, actually. Sort of. Yeah, pretty much had that happen with the LEGO Star Wars 2 video because what happened was I have that scene in it. It's the live action scene of "No, I am your father" moment in episode 5. And I added in the live action scene, but you can't tell who's on the faces because I plastered other faces onto both Darth Vader and Mark Hamill. And I guess it was the dialogue in it got me copyright noticed. And it took forever to be able to edit it. I had to edit out like a second or 2 of that segment, but then it fixed it. And then there was no copyright. So yeah, they will go after you for like even just a literal 1 to 2 second moment of things that they consider copyrighted, even if it's blatant fair use. Where is the Baron? I am not seeing him anywhere. Where is he? Why has he disappeared from this world? Did he just fly up into the air or something?
Buy commemorative videotape. Good for impressive.
By commemorative videotape? That was a very loud explosion, for no good reason. Wait, where did he go? I haven't seen him in over a minute. That him? No, that's a standard red. Where the heck is he? No, like, seriously, where the heck is he? I think the other... Oh, there he is, there he is. I think the other planes respawn infinitely, so there's not really point shooting any of them down. Surprisingly, no, like, achievement for that either, which is a little bit surprising. Alright, shooting down. Good hits right there.
Close to the end for the Baron. Can we hold it together?
Yes! Nicely done.
Coon is good.
Yeah, 1 second can be enough, unfortunately. There's no FU at all for many characters' original creators. Oh yeah, people just get taken out for all the BS-ery.
Sorry, Baron.
Sony
but
Music
you'll
did it to
have
him.
fight
Oh,
fair
okay.
This year.
Konami and the Sucker Punch had a good relationship. Oh, okay. Only 1 second of a white blank and 1 second of blue blank, and that copyrighted you? That doesn't necessarily surprise me with YouTube, but that's still insane.
Time for an upgrade.
Fly the plane in the barn. Dimitri makes a reference to barnstorming. Oh, that's cool. I could definitely see this being one of those franchises that has a lot of those little, like, hidden little secrets and stuff.
I beat you. Your biplane is in pieces.
I'm sure there's infamous references in, like, Sly 4. I'm sure that's a thing. Obviously, Sly is referenced in later games. It's
Then
referenced in Ghost of
let's settle
Tsushima as one of the outfits and a trophy.
I've trained 10 years in fisticuffs. Pugilism is my passion.
I've
If
trained
you
10
fight
years
before
of
the ship flies,
fisticuffs.
This shouldn't take long.
That was not a British accent at all, even though I'm not even sure that's the accent he was going for. Ow. Sir. Rude. Well, we find out soon that you're not actually a sir, but... He is... He's not that dangerous, but he also has a shitload of health. Okay, there we go. We can get some health back. Oh, he lit me on fire, or he tried to. Do not burn me. I don't want to be spicy raccoon nuggets. And we're good. Alright, see you later, Robbie. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck tomorrow with graduation. Very good day, very fun day. It means you, well, in your case, you do have to continue with school because you're doing a master's, but for the rest of us, it would mean never going to school again. Ow. Ooh, I'm actually close to death. I don't remember him being that dangerous last time. God, he drained my health kind of fast. Man, that is... Okay, so that is the attack we need to avoid, because that is, like, severely damaging. Having this much health previously, or him killing me quite so quickly. Careful. Alright, doing some damage this time. Good, good. If one of you want to drop some health, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Go back. I don't want to take damage here. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. We're good, we're good. I like it. That's some good damage done. Fight at long range, oh, okay. Never going back to school. We never have to go back to school. Sometimes, like, I loved college. And I've said that before, like, college was great. I had a great time there. But like, you know, high school and middle school, just, you know, absolutely horrible. And done.
A fatal blow!
That could have gone better, but hey, it's okay. I'm not complaining.
That's enough. You win, Cooper.
Wait, you? You're Penelope, the Baron's mechanic. No. No, you are the Black Baron.
Suppose someone was bound to find out sooner or later. I guess I'm kind of relieved.
But why?
Look,
Senior
let's
year was
talk
the
on the
worst.
ground.
Senior year was better than junior year. I will say that. Because by senior year, I didn't really care as much about stuff. Trophy! I like it when I get a trophy.
It was quite a revelation. Penelope and the Black Baron were one and the same. But before we could even process this turn of events, we were rushed to the winner's circle. Somehow, against all odds, we become this year's champions. There was a bit of an awkward moment between Bentley and Penelope. I guess the photos they'd sent each other over the internet were a bit exaggerated.
That's called catfishing.
That night, Penelope explained that the disguise was invented to get her past the Dogfighting League's strict age requirements. However, after winning, the Baron became a celebrity, and she found herself putting on the costume more and more often. But now, with the Black Baron out of the picture, she was free to take up a new path, and she joined the gang without hesitation. The next day, our newest recruit treated us to a week-long aerial tour of Holland.
How could you tour Holland for a week in the air? It's not that big of a place. Again, your hand shot by a dog more than high school. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the majority of high school was like that for me. Didn't go to school just so you can go to... Or didn't do 2 grade in school, so you go to college. Well, I mean, there's trade schools and all that kind of stuff that I wish more people would actually consider doing. We're gonna have a lot of skilled trade jobs that are going unfilled within another 10 years. Because no one here knows how to, like, fix anything themselves. Air conditioning, plumbing, electricity, all that kind of stuff. Alright, let's do some Master Thief challenges. I don't remember there being any that were all that hard in this area. I don't think there's any, like, no-hit type of things here or anything like that we have to deal with. Oh, you could probably exploit that. Okay, now, Sly. You gotta make the jump. When I hit the button, you gotta make the jump. Come on now, Sly. There we go. He did not want to make that jump today, but that is okay, because we made it afterward. Ah, no. Sly! You just feel like being a nuisance today or something?
The Aces pilots get better and better. We've got some real competition on our hands this year.
We've got some real competition on our hands this year, matey. I have no idea what accent that even came out to. Okay, yeah, that was super easy. I'm just dumb and bad at games. No college for you. Tried trade school last year and it wasn't for you. Gotcha. Wouldn't mind trades, just worried what would happen. Yeah, that's fair because it is generally a little more taxing, like really any manual labor type job. The 30 guards before taking out the mugshot, we can do that. It's not too bad. We're owning 3 glasses for the first time. I remember it from, like, Spy Kids 3. It was a big thing back then. It was always hilarious, like, that they made such a big deal out of it back then. And, like, we honestly almost never saw it again after that point. I do one hit there.
These doors ain't holding themselves open.
Might as well do some damage, because, I mean, there's no time limit, but I will take the coins. These coins are... This is good. We're getting some money out of this. Alright, we're up to 15. Let's go ahead and launch another thing at him.
Barbecue that meatball. This is killing me. I can take it all day, lightweight.
I'm sure you can, until you get hit by the engine block that's coming your way.
I can take it all day, lightweight.
Let's hit him another time. 3. Oh, it's 5 hits. Okay, so we got it. A couple more times. Alright then. Get the hell. Launch the 4th time. Alright, one more hit and we're good, so just got a few more guards and we are good. Alright. Got them all. Just wait for the terminal to come back up. Oh no, fire! Alright, that was super easy. Let's see, just hard to find a good career, especially on Spectrum. Everyone loud and everything, annoying and moving too fast. Yeah, that's fair. I can understand that being a problem. There's a lot of jobs you have to, like... Maybe you could try to find, like, a work-from-home type of job or something where there's less, like, issues like that to worry about. Because where I'm at, there's definitely plenty of talking and noises and stuff like that. Even if it's not, like, you know, construction or anything like that. Or disability, but still have nightmares about having to repeat high school. I've gotten those nightmares as well, where it's like... Okay, so this one, it's like a half-health challenge, I believe. Where it's like... You ever have those dreams where you randomly, like, think that you are suddenly going back to high school because you somehow didn't pass a class, but you already got a college degree? I've had that dream a couple of times. It's so weird. Like, it's so weird. At a certain point, being able to own your own company, not sure how it works, say being a... Plumbing seems to be one of the better trades in terms of, like, being pretty safe overall compared to some of them. And still paying pretty well. I think I would do probably electrician if I went into trades. I think that's actually pretty neat and would be a pretty nice skill to know. Because technically, if I need plumbing or a toilet, I can just go shit in a hole in the outside of my house if I have to, technically. But can't solve the electrical problem that easily. If that makes any sense. Oh, I actually screwed that up badly. Alright, I need to focus here. This is actually a fairly challenging one. I'm careful. Circle. Square. Okay, this is good. Again, water. Focus. Good here. We're good here for now. Crap, there's one coming. Well, Murray can take a few hits at least, so it's okay. I just don't remember how long we have to hold out for. Alright, that's good.
We're halfway there, Murray.
Halfway
Stay
there.
sharp.
Okay, I like the sound of that. Got him. Got him. Jump on it together, please. Yes. Oh, God, he's gonna drop there. Okay, we're good. Throw him in. Oh, one got through. That's unfortunate. Well, Murray can deal with one of them, I hope. him in. And
It's the final push. Keep that plate safe.
there we go. That's a multi-kill.
Just a few bogeys left.
Alright, I think we got this. Yep, we got it. Okay. That was a little bit stressful, but nothing too bad. Yeah, plumbers do make a lot, that's true. I mean, a lot of them. A lot of the trades do nowadays. Apparently the best one is, like, elevator and escalator installation and repair is the best one. But it also comes with a not insignificant risk of losing fingers and hands. So, probably not the best option. Yeah, electrician's good. Honestly, HVAC probably does pretty well too, so... Dream involved you having to repeat high school over and over due to having to learn something. Dreams are really freaking weird. I will agree on that. At least the good thing about learning a trade's because one less thing to worry about fixing. Yeah, that's true. Because, like, my dad did construction for so long to where he can do, like, a lot of it. He can't do all of it. He's not that good with the electricity part of it. But he's good with most of the other stuff. I realize that your manager wasn't been treating you well over the last year. Just don't like leaving the house. Yeah, I know how that feels. Thinking about quitting the retail. Oh god, I can't imagine with retail. Retail is probably just healthcare on steroids with lower pay, if I had to guess. It's like healthcare on steroids but with lower pay. If I had to guess. Unless you have, like, a really good, like, commission-based job, like selling luxury cars or something, maybe. Which you probably would make really good commission on that, but most of us don't do that. Most people don't get the chance to do that. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to talk about something so far today. I need to bitch a little bit about jury duty. Because I got a couple things I want to say about that shit. Yeah, I got a couple things I want to say about that shit and the absurdity. So, for those who don't know, in the US, jury duty is something that you have to do. If you ever get called up for it, you have to do it. If you don't show up for it, you will get arrested. Most of the time, not always, but usually you'll be arrested if you choose not to do it and then go to prison. And I'm not sure if it's a felony charge or not, but it's still prison time if you refuse to show up for it. The problem is, while employers can't fire you for having to do it, they do not have to cover your wages while you're off doing it. And here in South Carolina, jury duty pays a grand total of $15 to $20 a day. I said day, not hour. $15 to $20 a day. Which is not even enough to cover food, gas, and parking. Oh no, they're so generous. They let you park in one specific lot for free or for a voucher. You have to get a specific voucher for it that you can easily miss out on. So yeah, whole $20 for one day is just absolutely absurd because that's less than like $3 an hour. Or it's like $3 an hour for a full day's work. No, it's less than $3 an hour for a full day's worth of work. It's like $2.20 per hour for a full 8-hour day. And most employers do not cover it for you. Mine sure as hell doesn't. He won't pay to fix the fucking air conditioning. Because, yeah, we still don't have air conditioning in our building after months, so that's wonderful. Adam 2.0, as I've said before. But then, the thing is, apparently, they can keep calling you in. Where does he remember most of the dreams? Manager doesn't break things down and slow things down. Yeah, that's fair. Want to mention about jury duty. Counting professor, for some reason, got it too. It's just random. It's 100% random, they claim, which I think it actually is because I know people that haven't gotten it in decades, or people that can get it like twice in a 5-year period, which is awful. got jury duty when she turned 19. I had a couple of, like, 18 to 20-year-olds in my whole jury pool of, like, over 100 people. So yeah, I definitely had a couple of younger people. But unless you got a doctor's note, yeah, you could get out of it with that potentially. On the spectrum, no, that's not an excuse, unfortunately. There's a few exemptions, but that is not one of them. They are not going to care. Yeah, 20 bucks a day. $20 for a full day. $2 and, what, 50 cents an hour. Which is indentured servitude, by the way, because it's well below minimum wage with no tip option, the way that retail workers sometimes get, or restaurant workers sometimes get. So it's indentured servitude, which was abolished by the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution, but it's still required. Either do it or go to prison for 5 years, or however long it is. It might not be as bad in some places, and some places do pay better. Like, some states do pay more. But it's like, bring you into a room with like 100 total people or so. Of course the judge was late, because fuck us, fuck the people that are being forced to do this, we don't care about them. So yeah, the judge showed up like half an hour late, which was fantastic. Now, thankfully, he was one of the nicer judges I've ever met in my life, which was good. So he wasn't like a butthole about everything. Then you had to stand up in front of everyone and say your name, age, occupation, and marital status, which is a little bit weird. And also, part of the problem is that they threw all of us on a random circuit court, which is, like, criminal cases, like, actual, more, like, longer, severe cases. And we were originally going to have 3 cases on the docket, which is actually very lucky for us, because 3's not a lot. It meant a lot less chances of getting picked. But, like, we had to do all of that with the attorneys in the room to listen to the answers so they could pick who they wanted. Then you sit around in there for like a couple of hours and wait until they call a bunch of people up for a court case. And then they bring you all into the courtroom. They brought like 45 of us in because, of course, I got picked for that. I got picked as part of that 45. And you get pulled into the courtroom, and then you answer more specific questions, again, in front of everyone. And then the 2 different sides, so the plaintiff and the defendant, pick who they want. And either side can disqualify any potential juror, which is insane. Like, if the defendant doesn't want a certain juror, they can't force them, or they can't put them on there. And, yeah, it was... Admittedly, if I wasn't working, if I was unemployed, I wouldn't have had a major problem with doing this, because it could have potentially been interesting if I wasn't employed. But when I'm losing out on 90% of my paycheck for the day to sit in a courtroom and do literally nothing for the most parts, that's where I got a little bit of a problem at. Because you can't have your phones out in there or anything like that. That's a big no-no, especially if you actually get selected. And thank God I didn't get selected for that actual trial. Can't say what it was, but it was a state versus... It was the state of South Carolina versus somebody, and that's all I'm going to say about it. It wasn't anything super interesting either. It wasn't like a murder trial or anything interesting like that, so... I mean, it was more interesting than, like, civil court, where it's just, like, you know, parking ticket type of crimes and shit, but it was still completely dumb and pointless. But then, here's the most absurd thing. They made us... We had to call back at 6 p.m. for a couple of nights to see if we would have to come in the next day. Tuesday, we find out we don't have to come in. Great. Call on Tuesday to find out about Wednesday. We're told that we have to call them back at 11 a.m. to see if we need to come into the courtroom at 1 p.m. I work an hour away from where I live, and then the courtroom's another half hour from there. And I might be seeing a patient at that time. So I have no idea what the fuck they think is fair about that. But that pissed me the hell off, because 2 hours. You have at most 2 hours to get there or be arrested for contempt of court or for not showing up for it. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And thank God we didn't have to go back in. Because I wasn't about to waste half my day in another fucking courtroom for $20. Although, it would have been interesting because I would have walked in scrubs, which is not dress code appropriate. And I would have had to tell the judge, look, Your Honor, I was seeing a patient at exactly 11 o'clock. I couldn't call your random-ass hotline until 11:30. And then, I work an hour away from where I live, plus another half an hour from where the court is actually at. So, explain to me what you expected me to do from that. It probably wouldn't have gone over well, and in all honesty, I was tempted to just yell out jury nullification at any point in time, because supposedly just saying that out loud around the judge and the other jurors and the attorneys can get you kicked off, but it can also potentially get you a what's it called? A contempt of court charge, potentially, depending on what mood the judge is in. Even though it's... Because jury nullification is when the person did the crime... Yeah, it's when the person did the crime, but the jury decides not to convict them for it, or convicts them for something lesser. I believe it happened with Rosa Parks. It's going to happen with Luigi Mangione. It's probably happened at other points in time as well. You're not supposed to do it. You're not supposed to know it exists. But supposedly just yelling that out loud might get you out of it. Though I don't know if I'd press my luck on that, if you can potentially get a contempt of court charge, depending on how much of an asshole the judge wants to be on that given day. Which mine, again, seemed nice enough that he probably wouldn't have done that, but... I wasn't going to do that on day one, but they were going to call me in at, you know... I think they just suicide bombed me. That was a little bit unfortunate. This only for working people? No, this is for anyone, potentially, but elderly that are retired can be exempted, so they don't really even count into it. Disabilities can potentially get you out of it, thankfully. Like, at least they're nice about that. Get a doctor's note. Yeah, if you can get a doctor's note, you can definitely get out of it. Which, I mean, for me, if I have to sit still for any extended period of time, I'll fall asleep because of my antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds, so that is actually a legitimate thing that'll happen. Nearly got me fired from my very first job until I told them that I was on meds, and they changed their tune pretty damn quick because they knew they were going to get sued if they tried anything. Because that's a blatant ADA violation, but regardless. So yeah, jury duty sucks ass, and again, I consider it indentured servitude. It is not your civic duty, it is straight up states' forced slavery. So, it's complete bullshit. And the stupid thing is, even though I can't be called to circuit court again for the next 3 years at least, I can be called to any other level of court, like magistrate court or something, at any point in time. And no one I talk to has ever heard of having to come back on multiple days like I did. Like, neither of my parents have ever had that happen, and none of my coworkers have ever had that happen, where they got told they had to potentially come back on multiple days. But for some reason, I could have potentially had to do that. So, I kind of got just, like, the worst luck possible with that, most likely. And thankfully it's over for now. But again, like, they could literally call me back next week, give me a summons next week to come in for a different level of court. Which is complete and utter bullshit, because $20 a day ain't exactly cutting it. And I have an actual job that I need to go work. And you're not going to pay me, you know, you're going to basically take 90% of my pay by forcing me to go do this shit that I don't care about. And, like, there's probably other things you could say to get out of it if you really wanted to, but I'd just, again, be worried about that contempt of court charge. Now, if you have the balls to just stand up at any point in the middle of it and say the N-word, they will probably get rid of you pretty quickly. But I don't have the balls to do that. That would probably get you out of it pretty damn quick.
Good news. Ace is
Yeah, it's just, it's so insane. Again, it's state-sponsored slavery, in all honesty, it really is. And it has very much turned me against the idea of ever participating again. I will find any way possible that I might be able to get out of it. If I have to lie to get out of it, I probably will next time, because this one pissed me off so much. And it also doesn't help because I'm in my first 90 days at this job, so they can get rid of me at any point for any reason, or deny promotions or raises at any time for any reason, because we're a right-to-work state. So if Adam 2.0 decides to be especially vengeful one day and is mad on my 90-day review, then he can just screw me over by saying that, oh, you missed a day of work in your first 90 days. Even if it was required by law that I attend, they can still say that and do that. So yeah, basically, the point I'm getting at is jury duty should only be given to people who either A, want to do it, B, are unemployed, or C, are retired. Actual people actually working should not be forced to do it under penalty of going to fucking prison for it, for not showing up. I'm sorry, but I'm just still extremely pissed off about it because it was such an absurd experience. I want this to be a positive stream overall, but I am extremely pissed about everything with jury, so... that just made me, like, really, really angry this week, just dealing with some of that stupidity. Is that the last one down there? Yes, it is. Alright, this job's easy, as long as you don't get suicide bombed by the entire enemy fleet, but... or they suicide bomb the fleet. Yeah, so he's gonna respawn somewhere, I'm assuming. Where'd you go? Where did you go? I'll read comments here once I can actually get through this fight. There we go. Come on, go down. There we go. Well, that took longer than I thought it would. Turtle Plenty, Bentley is in love with a mouse. Yeah. Luigi meme where Nintendo wants to sue Luigi because his name is Luigi. Oh god, don't give Nintendo any new ideas. It's like Sly is head over heels for Carmelita the Fox. Yeah. First you played as, use a sickle as a weapon was Sly. Remember thinking about quitting without a plan B? Well, I sort of did that with my previous job, but at the same time, I did know that I had this next job lined up. Like, I knew that I had this new one lined up, I just didn't know the exact day that it was going to start. So I kind of did that. Mom only had to stay once, got called only once, probably did the doctor's note. And if you do, damned if you don't, that's the situation. Pretty much, yeah. Either do it and become poor for a day or a week or however long they decide to torture you for. Or don't show up and potentially go to prison for several years and possibly have a felony charge slapped on you, which will cost you many of your constitutional rights. So yeah, it's absolute bullshit. I'm still angry. I still think it's ridiculous. Because neither of my parents have ever had that bad of an experience with jury duty. And my dad hasn't had it in like 15 years. My mom hasn't had it in like since right before I was born, actually. So 30 years pretty much. But no, I managed to get it at 29 years old, randomly out of nowhere. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some, like, reasoning to the way they select people, but I honestly don't know what it would be. There's probably some algorithm to it. Maybe if you could find a way to mess with that or get yourself out of it, maybe there'd be a way to. And I think if you're not registered to vote, I don't think they call you, so I think if you're not registered to vote, you're not required to serve. Which is kind of a weird rule. It's like if you're registered to vote, you are registered to potentially serve on a jury, which is ridiculous, honestly, because again, it's indentured servitude, so that does not go very well with the idea of democracy, but those things don't.
Just 3 more to go. 2 more, and we're set.
Yeah, the whole jury nullification thing, that's what's going to happen with Luigi. I'm almost 100% sure that's what's going to happen. Or they're going to convict him of a much lesser crime of some kind. They're not going to convict him of murder. I already know it's not going to happen. No chance. And I'm not saying that I would disagree with that either, because you guys know how corrupt my field is. These couple of jobs. I'm not saying I would necessarily object to it. Still slavery in prison, slavery... yeah, that's technically true. Sylvester Stallone sues Sly Cooper. That would be so weird. I was in the grasp of clowns and decent people can't say a word. Yeah, pretty much. Birthday's Friday. Ooh, happy early birthday, Cassie. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming on tomorrow or Friday. I have to go on jury duty because if you don't, some inmate is going to turn you into their girlfriends and you get really long hair. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I see what you mean. Yep, I see what you mean. Well, you might also be able to get out of it if you have any sort of disability or certain other obligations and stuff. Because my mom was able to get out of it the last time 30 years ago because she was going to be forced to serve the week that I was going to be born. So she was able to get out of that one. Yeah, they claim it's random, but honestly, who the hell knows at this point? Sue everyone who bought those things because they didn't get a console. Yeah, because it's like GTA 6 is not going to be on the Switch 2. They already announced that. Got, let's see, Carmelita, 15 enemies. Let's do it. So yeah, in case I'm not streaming later in the week, happy early birthday. Parents will be here tomorrow for... It's not just Mother's Day, but also my mom's birthday this weekend. Well, kind of this weekend. Because Sunday's Mother's Day, of course. And then Monday is my mom's birthday, so... They're often together, so we end up often celebrating them kind of together. So they're going to be down here because, quite frankly, they prefer being down here compared to back in North Carolina. Mostly because, compared to my hometown, like, there's actually stuff to do around here. The food is many times better. And I can't really go and take off of work because I'm still in my first 90 days and just had to fucking do jury duty, so yeah. So yeah, I might be able to stream either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I'm just not sure yet. But thankfully, again, at least it looks like it's actually working now, which is a really, really good thing. It might have taken 45 minutes to figure it out, but that's not that big a deal because if it works moving forward, it works moving forward. And then I can figure out how to do stuff with, like, screen capture if I want to do, oh, crap. If I want to do, like, retro achievements or just something from Steam or something like that. Because I started playing Buckshot Roulette, and, because I picked it up because it was like $2 or something, or $3, just to be able to test everything and make sure Steam and everything works, and it does, which is a good thing. Hopefully Lizard Guy will be back to streaming real soon, because I think I think he was taking classes or something. I think it's finally done now, or it will be like after this week. So hopefully he can start streaming again soon, and hopefully we can do some co-streaming at some point again. Where we like find Steam stuff to play together or something. Once I get all that part of it working. I feel like there's like not that many guards out here this time. Let's get that health pack. Thank you. Okay, that's 13. 2 more. Got one down here. One more. Let's go. In my free time, I've been watching The 100 on Netflix. I haven't gotten to talk to you guys recently. I've been watching that a lot. Pretty good show so far, but I've heard that apparently people are not happy with the way it ended, so we'll see what happens with all that. But apparently the way it ends is not really popular. They knew how to pick the women for that show to make them very attractive for the male 18 to 50 demographic or whatever it is. We got Eliza Taylor, Paige Turco, the Hispanic girl that I think was also on The Walking Dead. Then, of course, Marie something long-ass last name that's a Canadian supermodel. Don't care about Switch 2, Nintendo has lost it. I mean, I'm gonna play it at some point. I'm gonna buy it at some point for sure. I just don't know when. 2 days ago, it was your dad's birthday, turned 60. Ooh, nice. Some dumbass Sony fanboys are saying the GTA 6 will run in 60 FPS. Nah, it's gonna be better than that, I'm sure. Game way too big for PS5 to run at 60. God, it's gonna be 500 gigs probably. It's gonna be half the hard drive, most likely. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's half the hard drive. Hear about the final German soldier dying the day after the 80th anniversary. Oh, really? Dang, it's crazy to think that they're all now gone like that. That's crazy. And then just, yeah, a week before that, the Pope died a day after Easter, and they haven't picked the new one yet, I don't believe. I think they said it was indecisive today. The parents literally just started watching The 100 yesterday. Your dad saw it. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, as a guy, it's appealing because all the girls on it are really, really attractive.
Keep your distance. He's a master boxer. Wait till he commits to a big punch.
And the storytelling on it is pretty interesting. The whole world building and all is pretty interesting. Canadian Girl's the new celebrity crush, which is just that, celebrity crush. It is what it is. Crush on people that we have no chance with, because why not dream big? He just threw a wrench at me, and did not kill me with it. He would have knocked me out for several hours here in the real world, though, that's for sure. 100 gigabytes. Yeah, it's gonna be something insane like that, I'm sure. It's gonna be ridiculous, no matter what. And, like, yeah, I understand, because apparently they said it's like 6 unique areas, unlike GTA 5 having 2 in the city and the county area. So it's like there's, I guess, the Miami area itself, the suburbs, the Everglades, maybe the Keys, and a couple other areas. Yeah, it's gonna be like the craziest games ever when it comes out. Definitely am interested in playing it on day one in 2026, because I'm not surprised it got delayed. I thought for sure it was going to be delayed, and it finally officially was. we go. It's gonna stay that way. The GTA 5 will get a Switch. It's not gonna get a Switch 2 port. And yeah, I mean, I like a lot of what they've done over the years. I like a lot of their, like, consoles and stuff they've done. Okay, so that is all the challenges for Episode 3. So that's basically like half of the game done here. Just like the treasure hunting challenge in each area, and that's really about it. Cold Alliance, of course, is next. But I'm going to switch games here. I want to play a little bit of COD 4 just because, like I said, I've randomly gotten into that recently. A couple of miscellaneous trophies from Episode 1. Need to go back and do that. But hey, progress is being made, so that's good. Save and quit, make sure it's saved. Alright. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom again real quick. And then I think we're gonna play a little bit of COD 4, just as something completely random and different. Alright. Really shouldn't be that tired. I mean, it's not that late. Alright, let's do something a little different here. Excuse me. The online trophies in Super Street the Game took about a week to get it good, and then got all the trophies in 10 minutes. At least you got them done. It's always a good thing when you get online stuff done. So I actually replayed the entire campaign on the off chance that 113,000, dang. I actually still managed to beat the best time for Infinity Ward, and it isn't even in the top 100,000. That's surprising. But I actually did play through the campaign just mostly so that I can potentially redo the banning challenge here, but as an official banning challenge and see what happens. And we are off to the multiplayer, so let's play a little bit of multiplayer if it even decides to work right, because it barely works anymore. So those who don't know, this multiplayer has not worked particularly well for a while now. Even trying to get into a team deathmatch, half the time it'll just straight up disconnect you as soon as you start finding people. Yeah, the remaster isn't insanely hard if you use the exploit to get through veteran stuff. I mean, you still got that one for speed running the cargo ship mission. And that one is difficult for some people out there. I personally didn't have much of a problem with it because I ran that thing 1,000 times back in the day on PS3. So it wasn't really different in that case for me. But for if you're someone who didn't really play it back in the day, I could definitely see it being pretty hard. And then using all the weapons is kind of annoying, just simply because some of the weapons are only available in, like, one mission. Like, 3 of the weapons are only available in single missions. It has been kind of fun going back to this game, but it's also... It's got some hackers in it, unfortunately. And a lot of sweaty tryhards as well, so... Not as fun as it once was, which is why I would love to see us get... I have a suppressor on this thing, right? Actually, I don't know if I do anymore. Crap. Oh, I've got the fucking noob tube on this thing. Why do I have a noob tube on this? Oh, I feel dumb. I feel very dumb. I thought I had a suppressor on this thing. I have no idea why I put this on here. I must have had a random idea that it might be decent at some point in the past week. I have no idea why that's on there because it's nothing compared to the one in Modern Warfare 2. I also don't particularly like this map. Never been that great with Countdown. Yeah, if we get a Modern Warfare 2 actual multiplayer remastered, that would be a day one purchase for me, and definitely something I would probably play a lot of. Because that was the one I grew up on. And that was honestly my fault because I thought I had a suppressor on my gun. I clearly do not. I need to change this class around because that is clearly the wrong attachment to have. I have no idea why I thought the noob tube was actually good in this game, because it's really not. Kinda sucks in this game compared to Modern Warfare 2. Oh, he's freaking camping. Barrett 50 cal. There's a lot of campers as well in this, which, I mean, isn't really that unusual in Call of Duty anymore, but still, it's annoying. Oh, we got him. Got the camper. Got rid of the camper. Always a good day when you end camping season a little bit early. But I need to swap over to the suppressor or the red dot or something because I didn't actually mean to have this grenade launcher on here. Hit markers, 2 hit markers. Lag. I love lagging. I love when the game lags. I love when they can hit me through anything. That was a terrible shot. That missed everything, didn't it? That was nowhere near me, but okay. Didn't even give me an indicator for it. Yep, I need to switch this class around. I do not like having the grenade launcher here. Plus I lose a perk from it in this game, which is an interesting choice they did. Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered. Oh, I would love to see it for sure. See Modern Warfare 3 come back. This got him on left. Yeah, I would love to see that come back in some way. Legit Modern Warfare 3. Not whatever that pile of shit was that we got last year. Well, 2 years ago now. And apparently we're getting Black Ops 7 this year. That's what everyone's saying.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Which really does not excite me because how bad Black Ops 6... Well, I say that Black Ops 6, the multiplayer was terrible. It was really... The zombies was pretty good this time around. It was the best zombies we've gotten in a while. Okay, he shot me through a wall. 50 cal, of course he did. This is a great game.
Our UAV is online.
Oh, we actually got a kill with it. Okay. Well, we're about to win, so as long as we don't do anything stupid. Dude, you're blocked. Really? Really? Like, really, dude? Quit being an... Okay, fine.
We are victorious.
Oh, that was ugly. Let me switch my classes around a little bit, because clearly that is not the right class to have. Yeah, this asshole was blocking me in. Honestly, aside from the M16, I don't remember what guns were good in this game. M16 was... But I don't really remember what else was. Like, maybe that bolt-action sniper was? Yeah, put the suppressor on it, and let's go ahead and take Special Grenades 3. Not too much of a penalty in this one for having suppressors on stuff, but maybe I should use the SAW a little bit. Stopping power, steady aim. Yeah, that's probably the best option for that. Bandolier might be better, though, once I get that. M14's okay if you learn how to use it correctly. It's a little hit or miss, though. And, of course, there are certain weapons that were added in as DLC, because of course they were, because this was back in the loot box days. But yeah, like, Black Ops 7 is apparently what we're getting. Ooh, I haven't played on this one yet in the last, like, week. And I'd like Black Ops 7 to be good, but I am not holding my breath on it or expecting it to be any good, because, quite frankly, Black Ops 6 was a letdown in terms of its multiplayer. Campaign was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, campaign was pretty good. Multiplayer was terrible. Zombies was overall pretty good. So 2 of 3 is not that bad.
Team deathmatch.
But I guess we'll see. Alright, let's try out the SAW. Haven't used this in forever. I think this is one of the guns Banks shot when we went to Vegas last year. It's crazy, it's been like just over a year since that insane wedding. Oh, that was a fun weekend. That was a pretty crazy, fun, insane weekend. That was a good time, though. Both the bachelor party and the wedding, for that matter, were both insanely cool, fun weekends. These little tunnels underneath the map. I remember these. There's no laser sights to give you away in this game. Your noise that you make while moving probably does. God, you're actually really loud in this game just moving around.
Our UAV is online.
I don't really remember that. I don't remember being quite that loud just moving around. Oh great, they're all using UAV jammers, which in all honesty I wonder might be a decent option for me in a lot of these classes. Not all of them, like some of the sniper classes and stuff, but UAV jammer is honestly really useful. Not being able to be seen on the map for any reason if you have a suppressed weapon.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh god, yep. Let's see if I can get a UAV popped. And there was a guy camping in the tunnel. Of course there was. I've gotten a couple of helicopters since I started replaying this game, but nothing really all that impressive. 7 or 8 kill streak was the best I've been able to do.
Our UAV is online.
Yeah. And we're good. How? Like, seriously? Oh, he's using the DLC weapon, of course. Yep, he was using the DLC weapon. Of course he was. Why wouldn't he be? Most people that still play this game use DLC weapons most of the time.
Enemy helicopter inbound.
And they got a helicopter. Wonderful. Which, with the DLC weapons, I think they worked differently in this game, though. Like, I think they were not the normal version of pay to win. Like, they were...
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Yeah, they weren't the normal version of pay to win. They were, like, parts, the way that, like, maybe World War II was. And, like, you could buy the parts to them or something? And shot by a spawn camper. Wonderful. Or someone who spawned in behind me is also a possibility because these spawn systems have never been that great in these games. One remaster I would love to see, though, in the Call of Duty world is COD World at War. I would love to see that get some kind of rebirth. I mean, yeah, doing Veteran again would be a pain in the nuts. I'm not gonna deny that. But at the same time, it's such an amazing game. It had a really fun multiplayer. And honestly had one of the best multiplayers we got back in the day. Like, even if it's kind of forgotten, it was a really, really good multiplayer. It was the first one that I ever really extensively played. Okay, camper. Like, it wasn't all that complicated compared to even, like, Modern Warfare 2, but I played the shit out of that back in the day when it came out.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
It was fun.
UAV recon standing by. Our UAV is online.
Oh, this could be bad. The second someone decides they want to come over here, we're done for. I need to get in here and reload. Couldn't shoot down UAVs in this game. At least I don't think you could. And no one cared to come after me.
UAV is online.
Apparently not. Okay. Let's see if we can hold out for a nice kill streak here. Got him. Oh, I thought he had martyrdom for a second. Because you have to worry about things like martyrdom and last stand in this game. Something we haven't had to worry about in years. And we had to worry about them in World at War as well. At least I think we did. Right? I think those were both in World at War. Ooh, this could be bad. I don't know how to survive that. Okay, that's some bullshittery right there. Yep, that's a little bit of bullshittery. I have to say that a lot with this game, unfortunately. He was locking onto me through the damn wall and killed me through the damn wall from really reasonably far away. And it didn't count my shots. He just one-shotted me because, of course, he did. Hey, Timothy just got 220 in Demon Slayer Chronicles PS5. Nice, nice. Spy X Family. Don't know what that is. I've been doing any platinums lately. Got tired of it. Yeah, sometimes get to that point. So to go for the platinum PS4 and PS5 version of Ghost Runner, but harder than you thought. Didn't Nick AR just play that one and say he thought it was like a 4 out of 10, which I honestly think is kind of surprising. I want to say Nick AR just played that one in his 10 different difficulty challenge. Because I know he's doing Super Hot right now, which is... I honestly wonder about Super Hot just because I played it on the Oculus Quest 2. It's definitely not easy to beat by any means, but I'm not sure I see it being a 7 out of 10. Just because it's like, I think that I managed to beat all the actual levels. I think I did, or beat most of them. I honestly kind of wonder about that one. Hey, Razvin. Trophy, a golden one for finishing a level without dying in Ghost Runner. Yeah, that sounds pretty difficult for Ghost Runner, from what I could see. It's just not really my kind of game. That's the main thing about it. Not really my kind of game.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Like, definitely not my kind of game, honestly. Okay, didn't count my bullets. Wonderful. I love it when the game does that. It happens a lot.
Our UAV is online.
Oh, we're about to lose. We need 12 kills just to tie them back up. And with the UAV. And there's a camper. Of course there is. Little loser camping out. Little loser was a camper. He was a little bitch. Even score.
Get him next time.
What? Like, even there. If I use the saw, it doesn't do that much damage. Makes no sense. No logic to it. It's also a no-lifer on the other team that led the team. 1,000 was his rank, so no-lifer. It has a no-death run trophy for the entire game. Yeah, then if that's true, then I could definitely see that being a problem. You'd have to have every single level memorized perfectly, pretty much. Almost have enough for the red dot. I don't even think the foregrip is even all that worth it. And I love how the ACOG gains range but loses accuracy when it's a sight meant to make you more accurate. Oh god, these developers didn't know how guns work. Pretty clearly. It's another one of those games where they had no idea how guns actually function. God forbid Infinity Ward or anyone does their actual research on how guns work or grew up shooting them. Because I know how guns work, because I've grown up with them and learned a lot about them. That is not how an ACOG sight works. It limits your field of vision. Sure, that's fair to say, but it does not make you less accurate. It makes you more accurate and increases your range, and probably just destroys your peripheral vision.
Team deathmatch.
But of course, this is just another stream of me telling Infinity Ward or Activision how they don't know anything about guns. I think they've claimed they've, like, consulted experts and stuff for all the games, but I don't know where they got their fucking experts from, because they're all morons most of the time. Because most of what they do with guns in these games is wrong. Like, just straight up, either inconsistent or just flat out wrong. I love getting shot from behind. He's gonna come up the stairs, isn't he? Once they call in a UAV, I'm just gonna hide here.
Our UAV is online.
Must have gotten bored.
We've lost the lead.
We've lost the lead. Camper.
We've taken the lead.
Where is my team? It feels like they do nothing here, comrades. They seem to...
Airstrike on the way.
Oh, there's a camper in the fucking riverbed. Ooh! Damn, that was a lucky double kill. If only it was best plays and not final kill cam, except final kill cam is more fun. I actually prefer final kill cam, personally. Because then people go out and do stupid things, like try to get a throwing knife kill or something. Those were the good old days of classic Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, classic Modern Warfare 2, it was like... you try to get a final kill with a throwing knife or with a ridiculously stupid sniper shot or something like that. Those, as annoying as it could be at the time, those were the days. And we may never have days like that again, at least on PlayStation.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
And honestly, it is a little bit sad that we probably never will have that again. Because, I mean, yeah, Modern Warfare 2 had its problems, but... I mean, World at War was the first COD game I really played at all online. I played a little bit of COD 4, but not much of it. And then World at War was the first one I really played online. And then Modern Warfare 2 was the first one that I, like, seriously dedicated any time to online. Because that was back in, you know, like, 7th or 8th grade with me and a bunch of people I went to school with. And we would play the shit out of these games. We had people with both consoles, one or the other, or both. Back in those good old days, we would have the different consoles. Gotcha, camper. Those were the good days. Honestly, like, Modern Warfare 2, classic Modern Warfare 2 will never get old from when it was actually functional back in the day. So we played the shit out of it back in the day in, like, middle school. Out of here. Thanks for stopping by, TJ. We care about the guns in these games. Yeah, they probably don't care, but it annoys me specifically because this is something that I'm passionate about.
UAV is online.
And most media completely misportrays a lot of firearms. And it annoys me because
Our UAV is online.
it contributes to people thinking that guns are something that they aren't. Like, thanks to Hollywood, everyone thinks that a suppressor actually makes the gun completely silent when it doesn't. It's not even close to that. It drops it by 20 decibels. It drops it from a rock concert to a jackhammer, is all it does. And that's why we can't have suppressors legally in this country without going through a bunch of fucking hoops. Because people saw movies and think that suppressors do something that they don't. And it's kind of ridiculous because, like, for the fact that our country is generally very pro-gun, suppressors are stupidly hard to get. Compared to a lot of, like, gun control heavy countries. In a lot of the gun control countries, as long as you can own a gun, you're just allowed to just purchase a suppressor right there. And it's not a problem. Because they're considered like a normal thing, or like a modern convenience, or stuff like that. But here, you have to jump through a bunch of fucking hoops to get one. I would have one by now if it wasn't so damn expensive. It's like you have to pay a $200 tax stamp to be able to have them at all. And then the suppressors themselves cost like anywhere from like a few hundred to a few $1,000s each per gun. Or even you're switching them around on the same gun or something. It's insane. If they would let us just, you know, get them normally like every other country in the world, that'd be great. Because again, I find it hilarious that it's like, we're generally like the most pro-gun country in the world, but when it comes to suppressors, no, we can't have suppressors. Suppressors are, that's the limit. That's where we're crossing the damn line at, camper. Because I would love to have suppressors on some of my guns. Wouldn't have to wear fucking ear protection if I shoot them. No, we can't have that. God forbid we have something like that that's actually intelligent for once. And they were actually going to get rid of the requirements for them during Trump's first term. They were actually going to get rid of the of all the laws surrounding it back during his first term. They had an act introduced to Congress that was going to pass, and then the Vegas shooting happened. The pretty blatant false flag Vegas shooting happened. That's a story for another day. I'm not feeling particularly conspiratorial tonight, so I'm not going to talk about that, but that's the reason why we don't have unregulated suppressors now. Was Vegas magically happened at the exact time they needed to happen. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous, by the way. Look at that auto lock. Absolute auto lock. Just straight up targets right onto my butt. So, nothing I can do about that. What is this shit? Oh, it's a DLC weapon. Yep, it's a DLC weapon. I was about to say, that cannot be a normal thing. Nope, it's a pay-to-win DLC weapon. Of course it is. Who doesn't love pay-to-win DLC weapons in their Call of Duty games? Pay-to-win DLC weapons are good. Yep, pay-to-win DLC weapons. I love them. Love them so much. Hardcore. I did sometimes play hardcore. Like, my only thing about hardcore... There's a guy up there. Yeah, my only thing about hardcore is that... Okay, I thought for sure I saw someone up here. Yeah, my only thing about hardcore is the team killing stuff. Because I'm jumpy enough that I'll shoot at anything that moves sometimes. If it wasn't for that, I would play a lot more hardcore, because it tends to go better in terms of like being able to kill enemies in less than like 20 shots. Yeah, I would probably play more hardcore if it wasn't for the team killing aspect, but I tend to get at least a couple of team kills, and a lot of these older games are kind of dead when it comes to that stuff, so... Well, we won, so that wasn't terrible.
Mission accomplished.
Gotta make something good tomorrow, you got a cheat day. Look at that lock. He just straight up, like, locks onto people, and that's my own teammate for once, but it's like he just straight up locks onto them. I mean, I think there's a lot of hackers on both sides in this game. Yeah, it's COD 4 remastered, but it's taken over by hackers and tryhards. Like, I honestly wonder if I just want to put UAV jammer on everything at this point. Just to not be seen the second I spawn in most of the time. Not a cheat day, but a day off since your professor gave... Oh, nice, nice. I love when they do that. I loved when they would do stuff like that. And they'd just be like, hey, you can now take this at home. Or, hey, we're going to change the final exam to a paper or something like that. Or a presentation. Or, I'm just too lazy to actually do anything, so I'm just going to give you the A. That almost happened at least once. So, yeah. That's one nice thing with college is it's like... Unlike in high school, you get professors that might just literally be like, hey, I don't feel like being here today. Here's straight A's for the semester. I'm going to go nurse my hangover. That's actually a thing that can happen. I had one teacher that was doing math in my freshman year of college that was like a hardcore partier girl. Which she was good looking, by the way. She was about my age, but, well... Back then, she was like 6 years older, but regardless, like, real attractive, didn't know what the hell she was doing, but attractive enough that she could get through life, and pretty much, like, canceled, like, everything all the time, and just was like, you know, do the homework assignments or whatever, and you pretty much get your A rank. Oh, that was unfortunate. She was also a heavy smoker, which is definitely a big turn-off, so it wasn't going to lead to anything, but still. Yeah, not a big fan of people who need to smoke significantly.
We've lost the lead.
She wasn't the most attractive person, though. Like, I had a marketing teacher, this was like sophomore year, I think it was, that was pretty damn attractive for being like early 40s especially. Then there was a... Best one I had was my, for one of my leisure skill classes. Because, yes, leisure skills were a thing we could take. 1 credit hour, so they weren't, like, very fulfilling, but they could fill in a credit hour here and there when you needed them.
We've lost the lead.
One of them was... It was a bowling for the class. And she was a straight 10, so... I actually flirted with her and kind of got somewhere with it, but didn't end up getting anything out of it, so it was probably pointless. I don't generally have success when I try to flirt with people, but at least not anymore. I would have more success back then, I feel like. Just being the same age, being probably a little bit better health. Being around more women that were, I guess, more willing. Alright, well, I have the UAV jammer, so they do not know that I am here.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Well, I put on the UAV jammer just so that they can't annoy me with their seeing me on the UAV.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Come to the plant room. Plant. 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 What the fuck was that?
Enemy UAV airborne. Our UAVs online.
Plant. 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 We love Plant. Plant is good. Oh, that was legitimately terrible on my part. That was horrible. Oh, that was embarrassingly bad. That one ain't no one to blame but myself for being a dummy.
Our UAVs online.
Okay, that one was bullshit. Because I have a more powerful gun and I shot him just as many times. That's complete bullshit. That's the problem, is that sometimes this game is complete bullshit when it comes to getting kills and stuff. You can do lots of damage to someone, they don't die, they turn around and one-shot you. It's been a problem since the old days. These old games with the double tap and stuff is just honestly really annoying at times. How was that not a kill? He's able to one-shot me with a similar weapon, but I take at least 5 hits to kill him. That seems fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. 6th grade ELA teacher was hot. I didn't have that many hot teachers in high school, actually. My social studies teacher, freshman year of high school, was pretty good looking. And our athletic trainer, so not actually a teacher, but our athletic trainer, she was pretty damn hot, but that was about it. We didn't have a lot of attractive teachers. That's what you get when you go to fucking private school. You get actual education versus attractive teachers that sleep with their students. Which I'm not gonna lie, I still think that I had a teacher that was a pedophile in middle school, but that's a story I've talked about in the past.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Well, that UAV does not affect me because I have UAV protection. How does that not kill him? How is that not enough to kill? I'm sure he's over here somewhere.
Our UAVs online.
What else can Homer 2019 had a really good multiplayer. Not really. Like, I played a little bit of it. I was not a fan of it overall. I was not a big fan of Modern Warfare 2019, but I wasn't, like, offended or angry at it. I would love to spawn in, developers. Upgrade extra health teacher with super attractive Italian woman. Damn, that you need to go for that. You're not going to get in any trouble for it. She might get in trouble for it, but you're not going to get in any trouble for it. Because you're the minor, so they don't care. They don't care about the minor. Because like I said, that athletic trainer, that would have been wonderful. Being with her. That was really about the only one I would say that for back in high school. Oh, that was a bullshit game. Come on now. Oh, look at this bullshit. Yep, auto locks right onto the person. Yep, that's totally 100% not cheaty. Did not cheat at all. That is 100% legitimate, right, guys? Right. That's 100% legitimate. Sure it is. Yeah, hopefully the girl you asked out today ends up being something. I hope for you, man. Hope it goes well. And for me, it's slightly, partially not seriously caring about marrying someone, but at the same time, like, I would like to have a girlfriend again. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time for me, so we will see, though. I've got a few good hinge matches right now, so we will see what happens with that. That water's empty. Now for my new one. Only a small amount of girls you see a future with. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is a lot of them just are on there for hooking up, even though I could never get any of the ones that wanted to hook up. Because, of course, I couldn't. Like, even though there's a lot that are on those apps to hook up, I could never really get that to happen. I had more success if I talked to people in person, to be fair, back in the pre-COVID days. Now, I don't know what it's like talking to people in person in the post-COVID days.
We're taking the lead.
Because, I mean, I had a girlfriend during a big chunk of the pandemic. That was Blair. That wasn't a crazy one. That was the... How was that not a kill? That's complete bullshit. But, like, I mean, I had a girlfriend for a large chunk of the pandemic. That was, you know, normal and all. Then we broke up sort of later on. Okay, this grenade shit is ridiculous. Somehow, every single grenade they throw is perfectly timed to detonate. I don't think so.
Our UAV is online.
If you get shot with the Saul, you are going to die very quickly. Just thought I'd bring that up real quick. Again, they don't know what guns are like.
Standing by. Our UAV is online. Friendly chopper on the way.
Alright, get that chopper gunner up. That's actually helpful. Oh, spawn split.
Airstrike on the way.
And he just one-shot. Okay, it said he killed him with an MP44, so good job, developers. Alright, are we storming the castle here? I think we're storming the castle.
Our UAV is online.
The not-so-castle. I'll take your 50 cal if you want to give it to me, wherever that dropped at. And the funny thing is that the Barrett 50 cal, like, does less damage than the standard bolt-action rifle, which is absolutely stupid. The 50 cal is, of course, going to have a little more recoil, and that's bullshit because there's no way he locked onto me in cover like that, but still. Great spawn. Just fantastic game design there. I do not remember grenades being this much of a problem in this particular game. I do not remember them being this inconsistent.
We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire.
About to win? Really? See there, hardcore would have killed the teammate.
UAV is online.
There's not a lot of people still playing this game though, so there's only a few people on the other
UAV
team.
is online.
That's bullshit. I threw it back. The game didn't care. There's a great spawn right there. Just fan-fucking-tastic spawn right there, developers.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Well, I am hidden from UAV. And it's a camper with a fucking claymore. Of course it is.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Well, we're gonna have a negative KD on this match. Again. I had a few really good ones, but it's like... How? How? You were a fucking hacker, dude. Imagine being so pathetic in life that you hack a 20-year-old Call of Duty game. Seriously? You're a fucking hacker. You were a fucking hacker, dude. Somehow know exactly where I am to kill me. Come on now. This approach 40 to 60. Yeah, older women definitely have a lot of benefits. Have a lot more maturity, a lot more intelligence. Definitely have benefits for it. 5 and 11. It would have been a lot better if the game wasn't full of fucking hackers and camping losers.
Enemy helicopter inbound. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Headshots don't count, because of course they don't. His 2 shots with an AK is more powerful than my 2 shots with a Saul. Yes, of course they are, because this game is so well made. This is a perfect video game, by the way. Oh yeah, helicopter locks onto me, not them.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
God, this game pisses me off sometimes. It's fun when it's fair, but it's so loaded with fucking hackers. And tryhards, and people that are pay-to-win losers. At that age, but unfortunately, a lot of the people is wrong. I mean, I don't think my family would care that much, because it's like, my parents were unique in that, you know, they were a mixed race couple in the South in as early as the 70s. So I don't think they would care. I know they wouldn't care if I married someone that's not white or Asian or mixed. They wouldn't care. Think of it just a little more active since older women for the younger guys to have energy. Yeah, that's true. I think that's typically the way it is. Okay, 2 terrible map options. I hate Bog and I hate District. That was terrible for me for stats. Yeah, my KD ratio is barely over 1.0. I'm just bullshit like that. Oh, I hate Bog. Oh, I hate this map so much. One of my cousins, actually, in the OG version of this game, he did almost every single challenge in COD 4. Back before he was married or anything like that. He did literally every challenge in this game except for, like, one of them. Hey, Psycho, been playing Assassin's Creed Rogue on PS3, going through Collectathon part of trophies. I don't particularly... Okay, what was that bullshit? Really? Yep, he was straight up locking onto me from that far across the map. Okay, yep, we got a hacked game here. That's a lot of hackers right there. I ain't wasting time with that. That's some bullshit. And then it does this. This is how it punishes you if you quit games. It just stops working. Shipment best. I legit haven't gotten shipment at all since I started replaying this game. I've gotten almost every other map, and then it just gives you this error every time. It's like, oh, you quit because you had to fight hackers? Well, too bad. You're gonna not be able to connect at all anymore. Because fuck our people that play this game. We would rather force you to go play the new Modern Warfare. Or Black Ops, or whatever the hell is out now. Metro 2033. 2033 is pretty good. I was a big fan of that one. I wasn't as big into Last Light, but 2033 is really good. I had a lot of fun with that game. Yeah, if we ever got Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, I'd probably be able to do pretty well with that. Just because I did not play that much of COD 4 back in the day. Like, I have a lot of memories of it, sure, but not to the level of something like Modern Warfare 2 or even Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. Nothing compared to those. I used to play so much like Search and Destroy and stuff in Modern Warfare 2. It used to be a really fun game mode. We had some great moments and clutches in that. Which I think Search and Destroy, at least, is still fairly populated in this game. Got him.
All positions locked down. Hold what you've got.
Oh, it's a 2v2. Holy shit. It's a 2v2? That's how dead this game is? That sucks. This game is that dead? Honestly, that kind of sucks just for this game in particular. It's that dead? Like, yeah, it's not a new game or anything, but still. Only, you know, 2v2s in domination after 8 years or whatever? That sucks, honestly. That's really unfortunate. I mean, maybe they deserved it with the whole putting in all the new random-ass, you know, weapons and stuff, but even so, that kind of sucks to see it die off like that. One of those aim bots. Yeah, I guess I could buy one of those. I don't know how to do that, though, or how any of that works. And with my luck, my PSN account would end up getting banned for it, so not really sure it's worthwhile.
Halftime.
Okay. This is a weird game.
Domination.
Well, we're gonna get some good XP out of this.
Marines.
This is a weird map layout.
Securing C.
This is a really weird map layout for domination.
Securing B.
C and B are on our side, and A is on their side. But they
secure.
don't care about A.
We've taken the lead. Bravo secure.
Oh, there's only one guy left on their team. Oh, this should be interesting.
Securing Alpha. A secure. Our UAV is online.
Go get him, boys. Go get him. I can't go out this window. Let's go get him. Get him before he takes C. I hate seeing this game so unpopulated. So much fun back in the day. I mean, again, I'd love to see Modern Warfare 2 come back, because that was such a big thing for me. Or Black Ops 1, or Modern Warfare 3, or Black Ops 2. Any of those I'm happy with. That was pretty bad on my part. That was honestly bad on my part, so that's fair.
We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire.
That was nowhere near me, developers. You are lying, as always.
Losing Charlie.
Nowhere near me, of course, as always.
Losing Alpha. Enemy UAV is airborne.
They got a UAV up. Oh, there's a fucking camper back there. Really? Well, there goes my positive KD ratio. There's some loser camping back there. Which in this case, I don't necessarily blame him, because it's like, spawn us in, you spawn them in with like no chance of winning with that KD ratio and stuff, so.
We lost C.
Okay, that's bullshit. He spawned in behind me. God, we won, but that was a terrible game. Negative KD ratio because we're full of fucking cheaters and bad spawns. Alright, well you put... Nope. We'll play into Team Deathmatch. God forbid the servers actually work here. That's a major problem I have with this. The servers just don't work. Okay, there it goes. Took forever. Yeah, this is why they won't ever do like a Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 remastered for multiplayer, because they know that these old games will die out and no one will ever play them again. That's why they're not doing these re-releases. That's why they probably broke this one intentionally to where it doesn't work at all half the time.
Our UAV is online.
And I hate that it doesn't. It sucks because this is such a great game. But no, this one legitimately doesn't even work most of the time for multiplayer. Yep. Yep, that happens constantly. That is a constant thing that happens. Like, even getting into a game is a chore now. This is part of why I really want Modern Warfare 2. Go back and play that. Reinvigorate the series. Get a lot of players in. Play the one that I'm the most knowledgeable on alongside like Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3. Maybe Black Ops 2 as well. Are you actually going to let us play on Crash? Of course not. Someone had to quit. Last second. Of course they did. Just let it start 2v2. Who cares? Who cares if it's 2v2? Just let it start so people can actually play the fucking game. Seriously. All right.
Team deathmatch.
Let's go.
Let's do this, Marines.
Yeah, so the current plans, for anyone who's curious, is
We taking the lead.
probably the next stream, whenever that is. Will end up being got him. He had martyrdom. Of course he did. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? But yeah, now that this seems to be working correctly, thankfully, as long as it continues to work, next stream will probably be the College Football Platinum. Because, of course, I would have had it by now had I not dealt with, you know, the game not, or the stream not functioning. The game was functioning fine at that point. It's just the stream didn't really want to do its own job, so, well, it was also the fact that I have a very old computer, so. Yeah, next stream will most likely be the conclusion to college football.
Our UAV is online.
They all have UAV jammers on? I find that hard to believe. There's no thermal scopes in this game, so I can just sit here. let's be a camping bitch. Great spawn. Look at that bullshit. Just 2 shots me through a wall. Yeah, next stream will probably be the College Football 25 conclusion. Because everything that's left is just single-player stuff that's fairly easy, provided that I don't get very bad luck the way I did in the most recent stream, which was kind of funny, honestly. I should probably make a short out of that. It's like, never underestimate App State in college football. Because they beat me in a sim. And yeah, Clemson's not what they once were, but still, at the same time, it's like, really? In that season, we beat them by a lot. That'd be a good thing to stream in the near future. Finish that off. Sly 3, of course, can still be streamed. We're not done with it yet. Same with Lego. Great spawn, by the way, developers. Wonderful job with that.
We've lost the lead. Enemy UAV is airborne. Enemy UAV
They don't see me, so... I think the UAV jammer would be a little more effective than that.
Our UAV is online.
Alright, you know what? Let's camp a little bit. The game encourages it. Let's do it. Come on through the door.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
We got the UAV blocker up, so you aren't gonna see me.
Our UAV is online.
Oh, let's seem to have a couple of UAV jammers up as well.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
Get a shot at them.
UAV recon standing by. Our UAV is online.
Shot me through a wall. Great job, developers. Great job right there.
Friendly chopper on the way. Enemy UAV is airborne.
And he was invisible to the UAV somehow, even though I don't think he had actually the perk. Great spawn right there, developers. Fantastic spawn. I just love being killed the second I spawn in by spawn camping losers. Well, I feel like if I walk in, I'm gonna die, but I have the UAV jammer, so they don't know where I am. Alright, we can sit in here for a second.
Our UAV is online!
Got him. I knew there was a guy camping up there. Great spawn right there. Another dude camping. Their entire team is fucking camping.
Our UAV is online!
They're all losers. They don't know how to play the game, so they're all camping.
Friendly airstrike on the way!
You literally have a team of campers, dude. That is pathetic. Your entire team is campers.
Friendly chopper on the way!
Like, grow the hell up and actually play the game. Yeah, most people these days don't have the balls to play Call of Duty normally or fairly without camping or hacking. A lot of people these days are just campers. Seriously. Got shot through a wall behind me that I had no chance of dodging. That lagging is terrible, where it's just like randomly you take damage from people that should not be able to damage you.
Friendly airstrike on the way!
Oh, well, at least we're gonna win the game.
Mission accomplished. Good work, Marines.
Alright guys, that's enough for me for tonight. It's midnight. I'm tired. That's enough for me for one night, dealing with stupid shit like this. So I don't know when the next stream is going to be. I'm not entirely sure yet. The next few streams will be PlayStation games, but eventually I will be set up to do PC games and maybe even like retro achievements. Definitely would like to start looking at that, doing some of the games there. But for now, next streams will be stuff on PlayStation 5. Probably will include the finishing of College Football 25, and maybe finishing Lego Star Wars 2 and Sly 3, so we'll see about that. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being patient with all the whole technical problems, trying to figure out how this whole system works and all that. Thank y'all for being here. Very happy for it. And yeah, I will see y'all back here at some point in the future. I don't know if it'll be this week. I do not know if I will be back on this week, just with my mom's birthday and Mother's Day coming up. So I don't know if I'll be on this week, but absolutely 100% next week we will be hitting things hard. So see you guys then.